Hi, thanks for coming back to my little crafty secret. I wanted to show you some progress. I haven't finished anything as far as like a complete kit or paper pad yet, but I did make some progress. I did find some scraps. I keep my scraps in a large gallon size baggie, and I needed to make some not Christmas cards, but birthday cards. And I need like, I don't know, there's like maybe 6 birthdays in the next couple months, and I probably need to make about 20 cards because, you know, my family, I'm going to the same person's birthday, and they're gonna ask for a card. So like it might be 2 people, but I need like 4 cards for that same person, something like that. But anyway, that's what it is. And this is from Echo Park. I don't remember what it was, but you might remember paper pad name. But I got the boy and girl paper pad, and I had some scraps still, so this is what the panels that I made. I did make some panels already that I just need to put like an image and a sentiment, but you know, I ran out of images, so this is I actually used the brand new strip. I mean, that looks pretty cool. They're not gonna know. I mean, we know, but they're not gonna know. And I was getting kind of inundated with a lot of strips. Here are my strips right here. I'll talk more about this in a second. So it was just getting too much, so I decided to make one like this. I might make just one more, just to kind of make this a little bit smaller. But yeah, it was getting kind of crazy. But yeah, this is what I did for one of the boys. More, I'll talk about that in a second. But the birthday cards, I'll talk about these in a second. But yeah, let me show you the birthday cards. They came out really super cute. These are my donut cards. So yeah, just super cute. I like it. I made a girl lion. I know the girl lions don't have the manes, but that's okay. It's just a card. It's totally fine. Really cute. Yeah. I really like the unicorns. I really like this color palette that I used, pinks and reds. So I have a lot of, I don't know, it's probably half boys and girls coming up this next few months. Okay, so here are the rest. So, so I started, when I was making these cards, I was thinking, oh, okay, I gotta make some cards for my first batch, and I wasn't thinking about things like this, like going into my stash. I was just kind of making things, I don't know, randomly. So this was from a stamp set last year, Simon Says Stamp put out. I just got some cardstock, and I didn't like the way it looked on the white background, so I colored it with alcohol inks. I wish I would have put this on foam tape, and then the way, I think it was because it was really cheap cardstock, I didn't like the way it was stamped. So I put some glossy accents. It looks so much nicer. Okay, and then these, I've seen this done so many times, these donuts, and I wanted to make it like a window card where you open it up and then you see it, like I've seen in many channels. A lot of people have done it in the past, but when I cut this, it was too thin and I couldn't adhere the acetate. So I said, oh, it's okay, no big deal. I'm just going to make it like this. So that's what I did. And it still looks really cool. And then I have so much. That's what this is. I have so much. Oh my gosh. And it's been here for so long. I'm really going to try my best to like get through this and never ever buy this again. I mean, maybe these. I like this. This is kind of cool. This is pretty. But I don't like this glitter. And I thought maybe with the chunky glitter it'd be better, but it's not. It's just as bad as regular glitter. Maybe not as chaotic as fine glitter, but that's chunky glitter and it's just everywhere. So I'm trying to use it up. Yep. And then this was from Strips. This is a previously made panel. I just never used it, so well, it's not a shaker. Can't really shake anything. All right. And then talk about these next. So my daughter and I were crafting in the craft room, and she was making a shaker card. I just kind of were making this because it was out, and so I'm like, okay, I'll just make some shaker card panels and you know, get it ready to actually make a card out of it. And then she made this. I have these hands here. Where'd my hands go? There. That I found in the same package. I think as my birthday scraps. I don't know why, but I'm like, oh, these are cool. I should use these. So I pulled them out so I can use them. And so I think this one is from her, for either her dad or, I think it's for her dad. I'm not sure. She keeps going back and forth between her dad and her grandma, so we'll see. All right, so that was that. And then I found a random card base with the card panel on it. And I'm like, oh, this needs something. So this actually came from Costco. And I made several of these this year, actually after receiving the gifts. And I used them to make thank you cards for the gifts that our family has given us. And so this one was left over, and I'm like, okay, let me just put this on this card here. And this has been in my stash for, I don't know, 5-6 years. I haven't even used it. So thankfully I have something on it now. I can use it for next year. And this was just a random thanks panel. I'm like, why is this not on the card base? So I just put it on the card base. So I found these kind of hidden away in stashes that shouldn't belong. Yeah, I already talked about these. These were all the same size, and so I thought this would be great to make bookmarks. And in that same bag that I had these scraps, I found these, so I'm thinking I might make magnets out of them. So I've done in the past. The reason why I had these was because I put pictures of my kids on here, and I put a magnet back here. And so, you know, it'd be kind of nice to have a kind of updated magnet for the fridge and for the grandmas and grandpas. Alright, and then to actually finish the cards off, I did go into my pinks and purple scraps, and I cut a bunch of these. I still have the scraps left over from the cutouts, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with those, but I was started to get all stressed out about that. I said, no, what I'm working on right now is this. I will work on that set of scraps at a later date, but I'm trying to make birthday cards and try to get through this stash before I go through the next kind of stash. And then, of course, yeah, you guys saw this already. You know, these are the little branding strips. I mean, they're really nice. I've got to cut this little portion off, but they're really nice as sentiment strips. Gets the job done. Anyway, that's my update for this month. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this gives you some inspiration to get through your stash. And I wanted to give you one update. There were, oh geez, I like to follow Maymay Made It. Maymay from Maymay Made It. And she had a sale going on for Versifying Clear inks. And thankfully I joined like a half hour late from her live show. And I was going to buy the set that instead of 12 for $99. And thankfully I was telling myself, no, I said, no craft supplies, only the glue or adhesive and paper, the specific papers I said and mentioned earlier. And I'm like, oh, it's okay. What if I just like buy it, you know? No, stop looking. So I turned off my phone, turned off, just kind of deleted the notifications, email or text messages, and that was it. Anyway, that's my update on my spending. I'm sure you guys can relate. I'll talk to you guys later. See you in a couple of weeks. Bye.